from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. This is the National Football League.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college. Went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, he's a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round. And then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery, touchdown for the Bucs.
Buccaneers.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard.
Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
At the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. So when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Bucs now for their 1st drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
58, come on. 58, come on. You got nothing yet.
Here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Grownski the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 2nd and goal. Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert. Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Shaq Barrett. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 9 yards.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, 48 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them the lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Brady going to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he's got it. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Brady now to throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the route is on here in this first half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10. At their
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Rodgers. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Mercedes Lewis. It's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Rodgers to throw once more. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This will be caught inside the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Rodgers again now. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 8 yards out. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Again, we see Tom Brady in the box. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Line's 42. Line's 42. Come up the ball.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Tyler Ervin back deep. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. So we reach halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
27, Packers 7.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against?
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The fake extra point.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I gotta understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her attic, the stuff she used to preserve. You had to say it too.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Funches with a catch over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete to
the end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6.
And again, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Beyond for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is
the Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll go again to Jones. And some room to work. Skirts by him at the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's baby.
It's a give to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Gay now for the Bucs field goal.
A 49-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this type of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before, it might have started that way now.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Shedding the tackle. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Is on the keeper. Sean Bunting on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Watson. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Watch the curl. Check. Fresno.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35.
Buccaneers, 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. One play at a time. Here we go. Let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
The tackle.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 23-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down. Here's Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.